Sunset paints the Sea of Galilee in fiery hues, a tranquil promise for the journey ahead. Jesus walks toward the shore, his figure framed by the setting sun. His disciples follow, their faces serene in the fading light. The still air carries whispers of ancient stories across the water. Ripples of gold dance on the lake as the sun dips lower. A peaceful silence settles as they prepare to embark. Disciples help Jesus onto the fishing boat as the sun dips low. Laughter and chatter fill the air as the sails are hoisted high. Anticipation hangs thick as they prepare to cast off. The sturdy boat rocks gently, ready for the journey ahead. Golden light bathes the scene, promising a night of miracles. The fishing boat cuts gently through the water, leaving the shore behind under the fading sunlight. Disciples work with focused intensity, adjusting the sails against the backdrop of the setting sun. Golden light bathes their faces, highlighting the mix of anticipation and determination. At the stern, Jesus sits serene, his calm gaze fixed on the distant horizon. A profound sense of peace emanates from him, a beacon amidst the vast ocean. Twilight paints the Sea of Galilee in soft hues, the shoreline fading into the dusk. The sea transforms into a vast, shimmering mirror, reflecting the sun's last light. A small fishing boat gently rocks on the water, cradled by the tranquil rhythm of the lake. Isolation settles as the last rays of light kiss the water. A profound peace descends, blanketing the boat in quiet serenity. Night descends on the fishing boat, stars beginning to pierce the twilight. The disciples gather, their laughter and stories mingling with the gentle lapping of the waves. In the quiet reverence of the night, hushed voices share memories and jokes. Jesus listens, his gentle smile radiating warmth and understanding. A profound sense of peace settles over the boat under the watchful gaze of the stars. Under a night sky, a sudden wind tears across the Sea of Galilee, its surface erupting in a frenzy of whitecaps. The disciples' boat is tossed mercilessly, its wooden frame groaning and protesting against the storm's fury. Uneasy glances are exchanged, fear etched on faces lit by the lantern's fragile glow. The once peaceful Sea of Galilee transforms into a menacing spectacle. The wind howls, each gust threatening to swallow the small vessel and its occupants. The wind howls, a beast unleashed upon the sea. The fishing boat groans, its timbers creaking. Lantern light flickers across the disciples' faces. Frantic movements betray their growing fear. They scramble to secure the sails, a desperate dance against the storm. The sea rages, threatening to swallow them whole. Darkness descends as storm clouds gather over the Sea of Galilee, stars vanishing one by one. A distant flash of lightning illuminates the churning surface, revealing the sea's turbulent rage. The storm advances relentlessly, promising a night of fierce winds and crashing waves. The sea awaits, poised to unleash its untamed fury upon the world. The fishing boat is tossed mercilessly. Rain lashes down, soaking the disciples to the bone. Waves crash over the sides, each surge a chilling reminder of their vulnerability. Water streams down their faces, blurring their vision as the storm intensifies. The first tendrils of fear begin to snake through their hearts, cold and constricting. Each man fights the growing panic, their faces etched with worry and desperation. The small boat is at the mercy of the raging storm, hope dwindling with each wave. The Sea of Galilee is engulfed in a furious storm. Wind howls a mournful dirge under the black sky. Waves swell, rising like monstrous, churning mountains, threatening to swallow all. Against the tempest, a small boat is tossed relentlessly, a fragile plaything of the storm. The sea rages, a symphony of destruction under the cloak of night. Frantic disciples bail water, their faces masks of terror. The small fishing boat is fighting a losing battle against the waves. Water surges over the gunwales. Each wave threatens to swallow them whole, their desperate efforts futile. The weight of the water grows heavier, and panic begins to set in among the men. Their strength wanes, and despair fills the air as the relentless sea claims their vessel. Lightning flashes, unveiling the Sea of Galilee in a tempestuous rage, its waves towering and fierce under the night sky. The storm's raw power is on full display, nature's fury unleashed upon the dark waters. Illuminated by sporadic lightning, the boat becomes a fragile silhouette against the immensity of the sea. A battle against the elements ensues, the small vessel struggling against the overwhelming force of the storm. Each flash reveals the boat's precarious dance with destruction, a tiny defiance against the raging sea. Inside the small fishing boat, the disciples are huddled together, soaked to the bone and shivering in the cold. The storm unleashes its fury, with wind howling like a banshee and waves crashing against the fragile vessel. Their faces are illuminated by the dim light, etched with desperation and paralyzing fear. They look at each other, seeking reassurance in the midst of the raging chaos, but finding none. Long, dancing shadows play across their faces, reflecting the turmoil within their hearts. The roar of the storm drowns out their voices, leaving them isolated in their terror and helplessness. A small fishing boat is at the mercy of the storm, tossed violently. Waves crash, drenching the terrified disciples. Amidst the chaos, a disciple spots Jesus asleep at the stern, oblivious to the storm's rage. Disbelief and anger surge through them, a stark contrast to the serene figure of Jesus. The storm rages, highlighting the vulnerability of the boat and the disciples' desperate plight. The fishing boat is tossed violently. Dark waves crash over the bow as terrified disciples fight to stay afloat. Panicked faces gather around Jesus, their fear a stark contrast to his serene slumber. Urgent hands shake Jesus awake, desperation etched deeply into their expressions. Their voices rise above the storm, a desperate plea piercing the night. "Teacher, do you not care that we are perishing?" The boat lurches again, threatening to capsize, mirroring the disciples' overwhelming fear. Amidst the boat's rocking, Jesus awakens, his eyes serene, untouched by the storm's fury. His gaze sweeps over the fearful disciples, their faces etched with worry under the tempestuous sky. The raging storm mirrors their inner turmoil, a stark contrast to the calm in Jesus' eyes. Unfazed, his presence exudes a profound peace amidst the escalating chaos of wind and wave. His unwavering gaze meets each disciple's, offering silent reassurance against nature's wrath. A beacon of tranquility, Jesus remains steadfast as the boat is tossed about. Rain and wind assault the small fishing boat as Jesus stands firm, a beacon of calm against the raging storm. His hand rises, a gesture of command amidst the chaos, his eyes reflecting a serene power. The wind howls, but his voice cuts through it, carrying an undeniable authority. "Peace, be still." The storm seems to hesitate, as if acknowledging his command. The boat steadies against the waves. Under the cloak of night, the Sea of Galilee rages, wind and rain lashing the waters into a frenzy. Jesus speaks, his voice cutting through the storm, a beacon of command. The wind, as if heeding a divine decree, abruptly stills. The torrential rain ceases its assault. Waves, once towering and menacing, flatten and recede, their fury replaced by an unnatural calm. The sea transforms into a mirror, reflecting the starlit sky in its newfound tranquility. On the small fishing boat, disciples are frozen in awe, their faces reflecting sheer disbelief in the dim light. The storm's fury has abruptly ceased. An unnatural calm descends upon the boat, heightening the sense of wonder. Their mouths hang open, a silent testament to the extraordinary event they've just witnessed on the sea. The stillness is so profound it amplifies the disciples' shock, making the quiet almost deafening. Each disciple is rendered speechless, their eyes wide with a mix of fear and reverence in the aftermath. The boat is enveloped in an eerie quiet, each man grappling with the magnitude of what has transpired. The Sea of Galilee rests under a blanket of night, its surface still and reflective. Clouds part, and moonlight spills across the waters, painting a path of silver. A lone boat bobs gently, cradled by the tranquil sea's embrace. The air is calm, carrying whispers of ancient stories across the water. Peace descends as the moon watches over the quiet Sea of Galilee. On the dark fishing boat, Jesus turns, his gaze sweeping over the disciples with gentle concern. A quiet, searching question hangs in the air as he looks at each of them. "Why are you so afraid?" he asks, his voice calm against the backdrop of the storm. His eyes reflect a deeper question, a plea for understanding and trust in the face of fear. "Do you still have no faith?" Jesus asks, challenging their lack of belief. The disciples stare back, their faces etched with doubt and fear amidst the storm's fury. Inside the fishing boat, the disciples avoid Jesus' gaze, their faces a mix of shame and awe under the dim light. They struggle to comprehend the immense power they have just witnessed, the air thick with unspoken questions. Each disciple grapples with newfound understanding, the small boat feeling smaller under the weight of the miracle. The night deepens, mirroring the profound shift within them as they confront the divine in their midst. The fishing boat sways gently, cradled by the dark, endless water, its lanterns casting an eerie glow. Flickering shadows dance across the faces of the disciples, a mixture of awe and fear etched in their eyes. The wind howls, a furious symphony of nature threatening to engulf them. Despite the storm's fury, the small boat remains steadfast, defying the raging elements. A disciple's voice breaks the silence, filled with wonder and disbelief. "Who is this man, that even the wind and the waves obey him?" he asks, his voice trembling in the face of the unknown. On the gently rocking fishing boat, disciples gather, their faces lit by the lantern's soft, dancing glow. Close-knit, they huddle against the encroaching darkness, their silhouettes swaying with the rhythm of the sea. Whispers weave through the night, hushed voices sharing awe and reverence for Jesus. The lantern light flickers, casting long shadows that dance with their murmured prayers. A sense of profound wonder permeates the air, binding them together in shared faith. Each face reflects a deepening devotion, illuminated by the promise of something greater. Dawn breaks, painting the sky above the Sea of Galilee with hues of fiery orange and soft lavender. The boat glides smoothly across the tranquil waters, mirroring the vibrant sky above. A gentle breeze whispers across the sea, carrying the promise of a new day. The horizon glows, hinting at the warmth and clarity the rising sun will soon bring. Peace settles over the Sea of Galilee as the boat continues its silent journey. Dawn breaks, casting a soft glow over the fishing boat. The disciples sit in silence, a mix of awe and confusion, each man lost in thought, grappling with the night's events. A profound sense of change hangs heavy in the air. The gentle rocking of the boat, a subtle rhythm of life. A new dawn, a new beginning for these humble fishermen. Dawn breaks over the tranquil sea, painting the sky with hues of hope as the fishing boat gently sways. Jesus gazes upon his disciples, his eyes reflecting a profound understanding. A gentle smile graces his lips, a silent acknowledgement of the changes within them. Each disciple meets his gaze, a mix of trust and newfound resolve etched on their faces. The first rays of sunlight illuminate their weathered faces, symbols of their journey. A shared moment of understanding binds them together on the open sea. Dawn paints the Sea of Galilee with soft hues as a small boat glides toward the distant shore. The tranquil waters reflect the awakening sky, hinting at the day's unfolding journey. Silhouettes emerge against the early light as the disciples stir with quiet determination. Each movement is measured, purposeful, as they prepare to set foot on new land. A sense of anticipation hangs in the air, mingling with the scent of the sea and promise. The approaching shore beckons, a destination filled with potential and unknown encounters. Dawn breaks on the beach as the disciples arrive, each footstep sinking softly into the welcoming sand. They pause, the air filled with the soft sounds of waves, their silhouettes stark against the brightening sky. A shared gaze turns back towards the endless sea, a silent acknowledgement of transformation. The vast ocean mirrors the depths they've explored, its surface shimmering with newfound understanding. Each disciple carries the weight of their experience, etched into the lines of their faces. The horizon calls, promising a future shaped by the lessons learned in the heart of the sea. Dawn breaks on the beach as Jesus watches, the horizon painted with the promise of a new day. His disciples stand silhouetted against the rising sun, their faces reflecting awe and wonder. An extraordinary event has passed, leaving an indelible mark on their hearts and minds. The weight of destiny settles upon them, their lives forever changed by what they have witnessed. Dawn breaks on the beach, painting the sky with hues of hope as the disciples gather, their hearts open. A sense of awe radiates from their faces, reflecting the profound power they have witnessed. Gratitude fills the air as they stand together on the shore, bound by faith. A deeper understanding dawns, etching itself onto their souls as they look upon Jesus. Dawn's first light bathes the beach as Jesus faces his disciples, his presence a beacon of calm against the awakening world. The gentle waves whisper as Jesus prepares to deliver his powerful message, the air filled with anticipation and reverence. Remember, even when fear threatens to consume you, faith is your anchor, Jesus proclaims, his voice resonating with truth. Hold fast to it, and you shall overcome, Jesus says. His serene face radiates strength and compassion, unwavering and true. Dawn breaks, painting the wet sand gold as Jesus and the disciples leave the shore, their figures silhouetted. The vast sea stretches behind them, a silent, watchful presence, its waves whispering secrets of the night. Footprints mark their path, a testament to the extraordinary events witnessed under the cloak of darkness. The air is thick with unspoken thoughts, the miracle of the storm still echoing in their hearts. Each step is deliberate, carrying the weight of faith and the quiet resolve of new beginnings. A shared glance, a silent acknowledgement of the profound bond forged in the face of nature's fury. Under a vast sky, a lone figure traverses an open field, their forms silhouetted against the horizon. Head bowed, they move with a somber grace, each step measured with quiet contemplation. The field stretches endlessly, mirroring the boundless nature of their thoughts. The sea's indelible mark etches deep lines of wisdom and sorrow upon their face. Each step resonates with the profound power of faith, a silent testament to unseen forces. In a simple home, a lone figure kneels, head bowed in solemn prayer, seeking solace in the quiet of the night. Hands clasped tightly, a silent plea ascends, a beacon of hope amidst despair. Memories of Jesus' calming words flood the mind, a gentle balm on a wounded soul. Each whispered prayer is a step forward, a testament to unwavering faith in the face of adversity. In this moment of quiet desperation, hope flickers, fueled by faith and the promise of brighter days. The figure stands silhouetted against the horizon, a solitary beacon atop the majestic mountain peak. Golden rays paint the sky as the sun ascends, illuminating a world reborn after the storm's fury. A profound sense of peace washes over the land, signaling the promise of new beginnings and unwavering hope. The figure inhales deeply, ready to embrace the challenges and opportunities that lie ahead on the path. With newfound resolve, the journey begins, guided by the radiant light of the rising sun.